Hey everyone, it's Rick. I am in western Nebraska to visit what we're about to see. Some of you might know I grew up here in Omaha, Nebraska, but I've never been way out to the far west side until today. And I've got a treat in store for you. This is something I've wanted to see since I first heard about it back in the late 80s, and it is spectacular. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Carhenge. Let's go take a walk. I grew up in Omaha, which is almost 400 miles from Carhenge, and it's so far off the interstate that you only ever pass by an hour away while you're traveling to Denver or somewhere else. The area is largely farmland and sandhills, with small towns dotting the landscape. Carhenge is located just north of Alliance, Nebraska, on Highway 87, which is 250 miles northeast of Denver, or 160 miles southeast of Mount Rushmore. It was created in 1987 by Jim Reinders as a replica of the original Stonehenge in England. It all happened during a family reunion when 35 family members built it to honor Jim's father, who once lived on this farm. The dedication of Carhenge was held during the summer solstice in 1987. Carhenge consists of 39 automobiles arranged in a circle measuring about 96 feet in diameter. Some of the cars are held upright in pits that are 5 foot deep, with the trunk end pointing downward. The arches have been formed by welding automobiles atop the other supporting cars. Of course, this is all based on the original Stonehenge in Wiltshire, England. The measurements of the original Stonehenge, which consists of large upright stones, is around 108 feet in diameter, making this version about 10% smaller. The original in England was constructed in several stages, beginning around 3000 BC through 1600 BC, which makes this as much as 5,000 years later. Whether the original Stonehenge was built as a burial site, an observatory, or a place of ritual, we may never know, though it continues to attract over 1 million visitors each year. Carhenge, on the other hand, only attracts 75 to 100,000 each year, making it easy to access. Carhenge has been featured in many music videos, movies, and even on a Steely Dan album cover. Previous Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts, along with a crowd of nearly 10,000 people, visited Carhenge during the 2017 solar eclipse. Prior to putting this together, I didn't realize there were so many current replicas of Stonehenge to be found in the US. There are a bunch. A Google search lists Maryhill Stonehenge in the state of Washington as a full-size replica created in 1918, and Permian Basin Stonehenge at the University of Texas, to name just a couple. Until June of 2025, Carhenge was completely primer gray, to resemble the stones of the original, though has just recently invited artists to paint murals on the cars, which looks really cool. With the murals, it kind of reminds you of Cadillac Ranch in Texas, where there are a number of cars half buried and painted. Carhenge has one vehicle that lies outside of the circle, where the public is invited to paint and sign if you're so inclined. There are other interesting pieces of metal and car artwork immediately surrounding Carhenge area that you can walk around and enjoy. There are also a handful of other interesting places to visit in this area of far western Nebraska, a couple of which were important monuments to pioneers on the Oregon Trail. Not far away is Scotts Bluff National Monument, which offers hiking, scenic drives, and historical sites, as well as Chimney Rock, which was a prominent geological formation to pioneers heading westward when the U.S. was in its infancy. Carhenge also has a nice gift shop that carries commemorative t-shirts, postcards, shot glasses, etc. And there's a campground immediately to the north of the complex if you want to stay the night. I really hope you enjoyed checking out Carhenge with me. If you ever find yourself in far western Nebraska, Carhenge is definitely worth stopping to check out. Thank you so much for watching.